Hi, Daisy here. Gotta make this quick. I have to get ready. I'm going to meet Greg for a show. It's a Wednesday, but my current lifestyle allows me to go to shows during the week. But the day went by so fast. So here I am rushing out this video. Does that prevent me from talking beforehand? No. Yeah, so I have to get ready. The day goes by fast. I don't know. First of all, I don't understand people who say, I can never retire. I wouldn't know what to do. If I didn't work, I wouldn't know what to do. Wow. I'm not working, and I feel like I have no time. I do. I have a lot of time. I'm blessed with time, and I'm so thankful for that. But there's never enough time. Anyway, here we go. So today, I'll show you this in a second. On one side of the page is something called the 5 Factors of Human Awareness. And this is from a book called Covenant Marriage by Gary Chapman. This was back probably when I was engaged that I wrote this. So I think in a few days, I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to tell you a little bit about my, what do they call it? Dark night of the soul period. And we'll get into that later. It wasn't just the annulment. It was like I said, crises don't happen in my life just one at a time. They happen all together. And look, I don't know, my teeth look a little blue, I feel like. I just had a blueberry shake. That's part of my health regime. That's from the 2nd month of the thyroid healing protocol. There's cilantro in it, blueberries, wild blueberries from Maine, and 2 bananas, spirulum, Hawaiian spirulum, barley grass juice powder, and dulce, which is a type of seaweed, Atlantic dulce, which I believe is also from Maine, and the juice of 1 orange. And that's supposed to help you to, it's supposed to help, oh, and a whole bunch of cilantro, and I put that in a blender. I have a Vitamix. I should do this on the health stream, but I don't have time. And that's supposed to help you to absorb metals from your system and eliminate them. And I'll tell you, every time I did that month B, I really felt noticeably so much better. So there's something to it. But anyway, 5 factors of human awareness. I'll show you here what I wrote. There's some kind of diagram. We'll get to it in a second. But for now, I guess the 5 factors are experience. So experience occurs, interpretation of the experience, emotions, influences our interpretation, desires. And for some reason, desires and emotions are together. So I think they both influence our interpretation and our subconscious reactions based on past experiences. So our emotions and desires are subconscious reactions based on past experiences that influence our interpretation of new experiences. And then the final factor is behavior, and that's the result of the other 4. Awareness of these factors and management of them allows us to better interact and affect others. Yes. So if you want to interact better with others, you will try to understand the 5 factors of human awareness and how they occur each time we have an experience and cause us to behave in a certain way. The way we behave, a lot of people, before they really study human behavior, just believe that sometimes their behavior, I mean, I'm totally guilty of it. Why do you think I study this stuff? That your behavior is the normal reaction to an experience, and it may be normal for you, and it may be normal for your family and everyone in your town, where you live, whatever, but doesn't necessarily have to always be that way. You can improve your behavior. So, yeah. So the diagram is about that. If you can control your interpretation, you can change your life. Yay. Yeah. So here's a diagram. You have an experience. Your emotions and desires churn around in your head, affect the experience, boo, 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 boo. But your behavior is the result of those things. If you can intercept that here and learn to interpret in a new way, you can change your behavior. Okay, what you fight against, you strengthen. What you resist persists. You probably heard that before. And that's from Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. And this is exactly the same thing that Abraham Hicks says, because she says, see, I've made this closer so you can see less of my kitchen, but then I feel like my face is up here. We'll figure it out. What you fight, because their perspective is that you're fighting against something is still keeping that energy fresh and in your vibration. You want to you don't want to think about it. You want to focus on good things. So go watch comedy. Go watch there. That's probably better because I don't like that you could see that other room. I don't care, but it's just unbalances. I like balance in everything. So same thing with like the war on drugs, the war on this, the war on that, the war on terrorism, blah, 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 blah. I think Mother Teresa, this was one of her points too, and I don't know the exact quote. Maybe we'll see it in here eventually. But you don't fight against things. You fight against things you don't want. You love things you do want. And that's exactly what Abraham Hicks says too. So, once you study all these amazing people and these amazing messages, you start to see a pattern. And once you've been indoctrinated enough with that pattern, then you can change your life. And if you change your life for the better and raise your vibration and bring happiness and kindness to the world, then, that's just more happiness and kindness. And if everyone did that, boom, Shangri-La. But every little, you think that it's not a lot that you can contribute. But yeah, your happiness and your positivity is huge for the world. Just like the starfish. Can't save all the starfish. But for every starfish you save, it means the world. So beautiful. Okay, last one. Okay. Okay. So, I think this is where I started to talk to my future children. Because I was getting married because we thought we were going to have kids. Even though, I said I didn't want, I really, most of my life I didn't want kids, but you get to be that age where there's a lot of pressure, societal pressure to conform, and I'm not saying it's conscious pressure. No one, except for my mom, was like, this is what you should do. She wanted grandkids, but people do. I mean, I remember not getting invited to parties because I was single. That's shitty. If you have couples only parties, you're kind of a jerk. And you're obviously not very confident in your own marriage. If you think you can't invite your single friends because your husband's whatever. Anyway, you do you. So I think this was me writing to my future child. So this was a time where things were getting difficult. I had been unemployed twice during the Great Recession. I don't really have time to tell you the story, but I'll get back to it later, I think. So let's just do this now. Okay, so we have brought you into this world to love you and help you to grow. We will teach you all we know in the best way we know how. You may not always agree with what we are teaching you or how we are teaching it to you. At those times, you will teach us as well. But through all, we will always act through love for you. And of that, you can be sure. It is through love that we can all grow together. Wouldn't that be nice? You can copyright that if you want to write that to your kids. Totally fine with me. And finally, I don't know why this is in here. Don't order fish on a plane. Words to live by. All right, have a good day. Peace out.